Alright, welcome back in, everybody. There was a tiny little video between last episode and this episode, and I went over it already. So, we are here. We have the correct amount of units. These are not randomized. Whew, 50 res. I don't think she's going to be any different than normal. I guess maybe her stats are higher. I honestly don't know what her base stats are, but at least they're not maxed out. Like, well, not that it really matters. I mean, they're basically maxed out just like Sephirin's were. But I didn't know she had SS Strike. That's actually kind of hilarious. Okay. Let's look into some stuff. Who potentially needs that renewal? Because I actually, at this point, do not think you need both Imbue and Renewal. Although, it might be nice. Fucking... I'll take a Paragon, man. I don't know. Actually, I know I just did that. You could take some movement. Is there anybody else that has healing that I don't really want to have healing? You do, but I'm not sure I don't want you to. I think where... Didn't I have another Laguz gem that I was not using? Yeah. You don't have form shift. Right? Yes. Okay. Level 30. Magic growth. That's kind of gross. But you now have more skill space. For 5. Would pass allow him to run straight through the middle? Would it? There's no way you're attacking this fight. Oh, maybe I will regret that. Nah, whatever. Would anybody be better off with Celerity? Boon doesn't help a lot. You already have Celerity. You already have Celerity. I mean, I could get rid of Form Shift and give you the thing. I don't think I can proc it, but I know that I'm not facing any dragons, so... Anybody else close? Whatever. Get your level. Okay, you started this game with like 9 defense, and I've given you 2 Draco shields, and then you've multi-class twice, and you're getting defense from Urban. You just never got defense. I mean, 18 is not horrible, but truly slightly offensive at times. I can't complain. My other units are great, but as my Micaiah, you hit like a truck, but we're a glass cannon. Anybody else close to a level? No, actually, 91. I don't care about you. Okay, well, I am not leveling to give you luck and HP. Congratulations. Okay, let's start passing out the last of the vulneraries. You have concoction. You have a concoction. Sorry, an elixir. Wait. I can't equip this. Is it Bayork only? Can anybody use this? You can go holy orders. I don't know. Better safe than sorry. I think everybody's okay. Yeesh. I guess these people are trauma bonding in the... Oh my god. That's so good. These people are trauma bonding in the tower. Okay. Okay, you're in the back. You're in the back. You can be in the back. We'll send a message with the lions up front. Or sorry, the dragons up front, I mean. 1 lion, 3 dragons. Here, we'll even add this one. Does it matter? No. Do I like symmetry because I'm probably autistic? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Why not? Alright. attack the aura. Let's just see for ourselves. Right, you are Yune, so you actually cannot be hurt by this, right? Do you still take half damage back? Yes, you do. Go to the corner. No healing staff, so this could take a bit. Nice, 1 luck. Let's just see out of curiosity. That's the hit-to-hit rate is atrocious, but hilarious. And to the corner you go. I'm sensing a trend. Oh my god. Wait, huh? I don't remember these things being this hard to hit. It's not for the dragons, I guess. No double. Holy. Actually, maybe you can't double these. The more I'm thinking about this. Well, Amity, I think, is like a brave, so it can. It bypasses that. That's a lot of damage. Ow. One down, a fuckload to go. Oh, Are you gonna get attacked directly by her now, though? Kind of forgot she can still do that, I think. Does she? I'll just not take any chances. Yeah. And big wave. Gonna hurt a lot more than I remember. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. Hilarious. You're fine. You're fine. Interesting. Oh, is it res-based? I thought it was weaker the further away you went, but Stefan took so much damage. Yeah, it must be res-based. I don't think this gives me res, does it? No, it's just defense. Rolf, I'm not gonna lie, if you go die for the cause, it's like fine. Yes, yeah, it is res-based, and your res is nuts. Yours is not. Yours is okay. You still take a lot of damage, so maybe it is distance-based. It's part of it? I do not remember. And your res is... Well, your res is also... Okay, so it is distance-based. Because you have 30 res, you have 30 res. You took no damage. You took 19? Took 17. How much movements you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if I like that. I mean... I missed both. Holy. And you don't double. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to here because you will heal me. You fly the fuck away. Well, this won't kill you. Well, she's in range. Just go a ways away. You have one blessing. You have blessing. Plus, whoever's right here is healing so much. If I could put somebody right here, they're essentially immortal. If I can move him up. You do have Nihil. Yeah, there's... This is fine, right? All of that work for 3 damage. So she can attack at 3 range. Okay, huh. Did not realize that. Is slightly problematic, and that was arguably the best unit of the entire run. Yeah, that does say, I guess... But does she have movement? Yeah, that's showing her movement, like... Okay. I don't know, just crit. That's sad. You are useless. Okay. You can maybe do something next turn. I needed to put you there, and I didn't. Whoops. So now I need to go here. Well, that's not the most ideal, but it's probably fine. I'm like afraid to attack with Ike. Because he does so much damage that he hurts himself so goddamn much. If you can hit 3 range, you can hit here, you can also hit here. Can you hit, like, here? This is 4 range. Well, I lost one of my blessings. That does kind of suck. I really did not think she could hit from 3 range. Ow. It's fine. It's fine. Yeesh. Oh, you're probably dead. Alright, I'll be a good guy. Will you hit an attack? No. What's your skill? Pretty bad. Okay. You're just gonna stay here and try to kill mobs. I probably should have shredded a vulnerary, but whatever. You double. No. Move up and heal. I should have concoctioned. Okay, so the range is fuck you. Honestly, did not remember that. Oh my god, you did something. Let's go. Why not? I guess that's why not. Wow, your skill is 30 and you're still... 8 move. Yeah, it's not worth. Is it worth losing Leonardo? I mean, got been better than I thought you would be. Phew. We'll just play it safer. Okay. Once again, I need to be looking at these tiles. So this will give me 10 res. If I'd unequip that somehow, I don't know how that could have happened. And I really should have given out those herbs and stuff too. I'm really thinking about it. Whoops. Whatever. I hate when I mess up the camera angle. Okay. I believe. God damn it. And now I actually cannot hit that. That was a mistake. That was just a mistake. Interesting. I don't think that matters. It's just silenced, right? I think that's fine. Leonardo has Boon? It's silenced, right? Yeah. I don't actually think that matters. It's like the best turn possible for me. Okay. Ouch. $18. What a shame. Hit. You bitch. God damn it. Are you kidding me? That was an 89, right? I really wanted to try to end the boss this round, and now someone's probably gonna die. For science, Leonardo. I don't know if the randomizer changes so that anybody can kill, or if I need to do it with Ragnell and Ike. Oh, if that's the case, that's gonna suck. You don't do any damage. I mean, I guess if you lower... If you Corona, you do damage. Obviously. You would do 60 to me on both of them. But unless you single target her, she won't die. You only do 8 damage, though. Hell. So that's an MR tile, that's a MR tile, that's a MR tile. 36. Okay. 72. Not at all guaranteed. Not at all guaranteed. Pretty guaranteed, admittedly. A lot of effect for no damage there, bitch. And we tested this, right? We did. That's actually pretty decent. Hit. That's a fucking shame. Please no Corona. No, only one. If you Corona, you will just kill him. That's... Do I have a Night Tide? But that'll go through that, right? I don't know how that... I don't know which one procs first. For shits and gigs. Oh my god, all these misses. This is going to be a painful next turn, I think. I should have played it safe, I think. How about we give you a target to kill? Is that cool? If you see him, do you kill him? Nobody cares about Rolf. But these two guys are gonna come in and heal, aren't they? Maybe we can block the spot? Let's do some dumb shit. Actually, that'll... Well, that won't kill you. It'll hurt a lot. I just want to block these 3 spaces from these spirits to try to block. I don't know if that's how that works, though. I could probably just kill them regardless. And she's not been healed too much. I really misplayed this turn, though. I got way too greedy. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Not what I thought was going to happen. Is that one going to defend? Also not. The fuck did he do to you? I think everybody lives this. Maybe not Red Dragon. Oh, never mind. I'm just dumb. Now all the healing. Clarence. Nice. And no Corona. Nice. Okay. res? No. And no defense still. Not that it matters at this point. Alright. Death 1. Wait. So is it anybody that can kill her? I don't have to... Oh, okay. It straight up skips the Ike Micaiah cutscene, I guess. Stretch those arms, pal. Me when I see my dog. Oh, big stretch. Good stretch, bud. That's probably racist to Lagoos, but whatever. Man, I'm sad that I killed Moram. I really... Man, I guess it's just been a long time since I played the final part of this game. I've played it out of nostalgia a bit, but I feel like I get through, like, part 2, part 3, and I kind of get back to, like, playing normal games. And not finishing them, or I do, like, a Meg trial run or something like that, and then I stop. I really didn't think she had 3 range, so I feel a little bit dumb for losing Moram, especially because he's honestly probably the best unit that I had in the run in terms of like availability. Since he was Mordecai, he helped me on part of Valencia's part 2 run, and then some of the girl mercenary maps in part 3. So that kind of sucks that I lost the run MVP, but I guess it is what it is. To be fair, you usually lose a unit or 2 there. But, man, thankfully I got that blessing shop. I don't know how many chapters ago, and I bought, like, 5 or 6 of them. Because that was incredibly helpful. Alright. Let's see those endgame stats. It's gonna be a long process. So if you don't care for the stats, that's pretty much all that's left. And thanks for watching. If you want to see the stats, I guess stay tuned. And I guess you'll see some of the... I think the map timers are on this, right? I didn't stream before the tower just because my friend wanted the tower. But you can see some of the map timers and turn timers, I think. I think that's on here, right? So this is my Micaiah. Let me actually pull up a list on the other screen so I can tell you who all is who. Oh, I guess it'll tell you there. God, I forgot how long it takes. So yeah, this is Soth. Was not... I mean, I don't know. Kind of helpful early. Started with Night Tide, which was a lot of the reason I could live a few of those maps. That 5 defense was huge. Makalov is Edward, as it says there, and he was a healer. He was not that good, but he did use Torch on the river crossing map, which saved my bacon. Bastion was a Pegasus Knight. Was really bad and died, as you can see, very early. Nolan was Heron Raphael and survived. Was probably my worst Heron. But was still needed on map 2 just to be able to complete it. Laura is Ranulph. I don't even remember who you are. Oh, right, you are an Armor Knight, and one of the worst units in the game, with an 11 defense growth. Was terrible. I'm actually surprised they're still alive. Okay, that was Ilyana, was Valencia. She was actually okay. Oh, and that's the river crossing, I believe. That's Aaron, who's a Raven. Titania was pretty bad. Fiona. This is Toronio, Thunder Sage. Pretty good. I mean, it's Toronio, so they had a lot of good skills, but they were still pretty weak. Astrid is Hark, who was a Raven. They were not good. It's doing them kind of weirdly out of order. Shinnon was... Who was Shinnon? Shinnon was a priest. I remember that. That was Jill. And then Leanne... I think it was just Leanne. Reese was Fiona, and she was a soldier that was also very bad. 22 defense growth. Let's see. Ilyana was Nyla was Ilyana, and she was the Empress. So she was like Sonic's class, was actually really cracked while we had them, but obviously did not have them much. Did have Paragon, which was really funny. Neolucci, I don't... Oh, I'm dumb. Neolucci is obviously Volug, and he's the reason why we could even do the non-brigade run. He was our marshal at the end. He just sat down on that one side, and it was great. That's Raphael is Jill, and she was a Falcon Knight, which looked really weird with the color scheme. It kind of looked like they were... Who are you? Who is Kaiser? Oh, this is Tabarn, right? Or no, who turns into the Hawk King? Who turns into Kaiser? It's one of the later game units. Ah, this is King Kanias. And then Ike is Mordecai. Kind of funny, the two Beast Bros talking, the two Tigers talking. Actually, yeah, this run, Tigers, great. Kaiser, phenomenal. Mordecai, phenomenal. Moram, phenomenal. Yeah. These are kind of hopping all over the place. They're not exactly in a recruitment order, so... Oh, and it's so slow. Prince Kurth. Man, I don't remember Gifka. That makes sense. Raven. Oh, right. I had him at the end. I'm being stupid. Pretty decent. I mean, definitely, probably my second worst Lagoose there, but was decent. Gatry is Skrimir, and he was a hawk. I remember that one, because Big Blue Hawk was hard to miss. Ranulf here was a Sword Paladin. Pretty decent. Not his growth sucked, but he started with pretty good bases. And it was really funny that I had two Sword Paladins, him and Ike, together that had to climb up the mountain map. Lethe? I have never known how to say her name. She was Peleus, obviously. She was a halberdier. Pretty okay. Helped on the Alencia map, helped on the Lucia Arrives map, but didn't do much else. Oh, God, that one stings. That's Mordecai. That's the Dragon Prince. Oh, that's the guy I put so much effort into. But hey, he got us to endgame, and he died where it mattered. Liar. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even remember using you. I think you were just bad. You were a... Oh, right, you were the warrior. Really bad warrior stats. 10 defense, like 38 strength warrior. Just bad. Kaizo was a sword general. He was used a little bit, not much. He tanked a little bit of part 4 on the Izuka map. God, this is just so funny. So this is Empress Sonic. He's talking to the Micaiah. I'm gonna skip through this. If you want to know this dialogue, you can look it up online. I just want to see the stats. So yeah, that's Sonic-y, baby, and she turned into the Dragon King. So I guess her being an Empress allows her to become a different Tier 3 unit. I guess the royalty are considered Tier 3 units. That's why Queen Nyla could also turn into an Empress, and that's why Alencia could turn into a Dragon King as well. Sigrun was a Lion. Actually, pretty good. Used them quite a bit throughout the run. Lions in general pretty good. Just, it was probably like the first person off of tower. Just kind of barely couldn't bring them. Braum was a hawk. Or Tanith was Braum, who was a hawk. Was fine. Really kind of mid. Benion's Luca's advisor Tormod. Let me scroll back up to the Tormod. All these guys kind of sucked, if my memory recalls. Yeah, he was a cat. Pretty bad. Danvid was a tiger. That's Morum. Actually, pretty good stats. He just came at a bad level and then couldn't really grind him because he's just not in the game long enough. Vika is Har and is a Thunder Sage and a very bad one at that. Just no availability, plus a bad class, plus like no skills, plus her moves are weak, plus she had 15 speed growth. Oh my god. Stefan was a Seraph Knight with okay stats. Probably like 5th or 6th off of bringing to the tower. Nothing exceptional, but definitely pretty decent. Tabarn, I think, stays Tabarn, right? I'm talking to myself. Yes, Tabarn is just Tabarn. Although he's a Wolf Queen, not a Hawk King. And then Nephany. Who is Nephany? That is Racem, who was a Dragon Master. No HP. Had like 35 HP and just didn't get the best use out of it. They were okay. They weren't a nothing unit. They were not great. Leonardo, this is Naysala, right? Because he's the other Wolf Queen. Was definitely worse than the other Wolf Queen, although the bonus speed did come in clutch at the end. I mean, I can't complain. You had insight and form shift as a Wolf Queen, like, you know, you did work. You're a tower unit. I can't complain too much, but of the Royal Lagoons, probably the worst. Yep, there's Racing there. Also, with the color scheme being different for each unit, the color scheme of Nephany on a Dragon Lord was pretty bad. This is funny. Ulki is actually Janith. And is a hero, so like Ike's class. by the time you got them as a hero, they had okay stats, but nothing great. And then this is Ulki, who is Volki. Jesus. And he is a druid. He was the only... I guess not the only, because I guess I had the Black Knight, so he was the only enemy class besides the Black Knight that I had on the team. Leanne, I do not remember who you are. Who were you, Leanne? Axe General with Boone. Don't remember much. Mia was a flyer, was a Dragon Master. Once again, kind of bad HP growth, bad defense growth, but was serviceable, you know, kind of Kanto hand axe user. Volki was the Black Knight at the end. He was on the tower team. He was pretty good. Although, with everyone increasing stats, not as good as you might think. Kurthnaga was like the worst person we had in the tower. Kurthnaga with liar stats as a Raven, not good. Carried gear. And then, yeah, funnily enough, Ina randoms into Nasir, who is also a Sword Paladin. It feels like so many of my mandatory characters this game were Sword Paladin, or at the very least mounted. Soth was mounted, Ranulf was mounted, Ike was mounted, Ina was mounted. Sorry, yeah, Micaiah, Soth, Ranulf, Ike, Ina, all mounted. Just so many of them. And then Nasir turns into Dragon Lord Rolf we had there at the end, who you probably saw trying to fly around. We kind of trying to use as bait, but they lived. Gareth was that white dragon at the end that hit no shots, but did heal people every turn, so hey, I used you for one map, you helped. I guess. Zahark, I think the strongest unit that I had, maybe you could say Lion Ike, maybe, just because of speed and the fact that his stats are basically all green besides luck, but Zahark was truly the best tower run, at least, and this was Alencia. With Nihil, I had a Paragon on him earlier with Form Shift, with the Dragon ability. I gave him boots so they could get around. Actually made Alencia's Gambit almost trivial. I could have ended it in 4 turns because she can just fly over the wall and nobody can deal damage to her at the time. Ike, the dragon, or not the dragon, excuse me, the lion. Was he Lion King? He is Lion King, is Renning, obviously. Pretty good. Used him a lot in the last stage. We were just talking about how good he was. It was funny, I was waiting all game to get Ike, obviously your main protagonist. Skrymir. I don't remember who Skrymir is, if I'm being honest, but he died in part 4. Edward was... Mist? I think? Oh, Tyranio died to the Black Knight. Kind of sucked. Kieran was a white dragon. Sorry, red dragon. Did not do much. Had 0 res and not a lot of defense. Let me go back up to Marcia. I think Marcia was a wolf, and a very mid one at that. Or, I'm sorry, Lucia was a tiger. Whoever turns into Marcia was a wolf. Makalov Oliver was a armor sage. Astrid was also an armor knight. I think it said armor sage. I meant armor knight. I had a lot of Armor Knights. So yeah, Ashera's also one of them. Nethany was a Swordmaster with not a lot of defense because she had -2 gross base. Start with Maelstrom, which was kind of okay, but was kind of rough to use her outside of her chapters. Braum was pretty good Hawk with Glare. Pretty good defense growth, decent strength growth, no speed growth, 12 speed growth. But yeah. I don't remember who Khalil is. Laura was Heather and was a Wind Sage, so it was actually pretty good. I think Ilyana might have been that other one. No. Man, so many people, and they're bouncing all over the place. Danvid. We went through this earlier. Danvid was the Tiger. Actually, pretty good stats. Renning was a Lance Knight, and I believe he was Oscar. Yep, Titania was Falcon Knight. Falcon Knight Sephirin, who is actually really, really good. Helped me so much in the Girl Mercenaries run. Really just pretty well-rounded stats and really good res. Just had to try to avoid the bows. I'm waiting on my Aaron here. Shinnon was Rayson. He was actually in the finale. Heron. And then Gaytree was Ina Hawk, which was just a very pink hawk. Actually, pretty good stats. Meter was an issue. Feel like I had a lot of bows in my run, so there was some good moments and bad moments. Aaron was actually kind of a menace. Aaron was low-key kind of hard but slower. He was a dragon lord. He maxed out strength. And his defense was really high. His res was low. But it is what it is. I don't remember who Janeth was. Who's Janeth? That was Boyd as an Axe General. Vika, I don't remember. Heather, we just talked about, is Mia, and she's Dragon Lord. Kieran, I feel like I should know who you are. Oh, you're Reese. Lance General Reese. Mist was the most worthless Raven in the game. Mist was Lethe. Started off with 7 defense, 31 HP, 20 strength growth, 21 magic growth, 40 skill, 30 speed. Luck is good at 69, but I just was not worth it. I forget who turns into Mist. I don't know, somebody did. They didn't matter. If you mattered, I'd remember you. And then obviously our Ike turns into Sword Paladin Mordecai, who was kind of legit. I'm trying to think if there's anybody here that I want to talk about that I missed. I was not able to recruit my Peleus because I messed up the game file, and Oliver because they died. But Peleus would have been Joffrey as a Falcon Knight, and Oliver would have been Volug as a Seraph Knight. So both flyers, both with pretty decent stats, but probably would not have made it into the last chapters into the tower. So many of my good units I feel like I got at the end because of the way that the tier 3s kind of worked. Rinning, obviously you get just for like last chapters, King Lion. Ina, the Sword Gold Knight, which you're forced to bring in, was pretty good. Kurthnaga, the Raven, was pretty decent. You're also forced to bring him. But Gifka, who turns into Kurthnaga, Kurthnaga turns into Liar. Gifka turns into Kurthnaga. The Raven was really good. King Canagus turns into the Hawk King Kaiser with like 74 HP. Form Shift, Adept, max skill of 50 was nuts. Volk, who once again you get very late, was turned into Boyd, the Black Knight. Bastion turned into Tyronio the Vanguard, which is Ike's last class, was essentially a slightly worse version of stock game Ike. Let's see, Tibarn turned into Wolf Queen, Soniki turned into Dragon King, Naysala turned into Queen Wolf, so that's Naysala to Leonardo Queen Wolf, Soniki to Kanias Dragon King, and Tibarn stayed Tibarn. He was the only guy that stayed the same, turned into Queen Wolf. Skrimir, even late, turned into Hawk Gatry, which didn't make the tower, but was still pretty good. So early on in my runs, was a little difficult. Lion Nasala, who Sigrun turned into, was pretty clutch on the bridge map. But yeah, the number one guy that helped me on my most runs was Mordecai, who's weird because he's on like half the maps in chapter 2, and then he's kind of like peeks his head in and out of chapters in chapter 3 with Ike, because he's not with you when you go and burn stuff behind enemy lines because you have no Lagoos there. He's not with you on the defending mission with the 2 ballistas because they're not supposed to be any Lagoos there. And I think there's 1 or 2 other maps he's not there on. I think the one where you are running... it's a big map, you start in the top left corner, and you're fighting who's normally like a Wyvern Lord, and there's like a tiny little river. I don't think he's on that map either. So he was fantastic, and he helped me so much on the maps that he was there, but he was not always a shoo-in. Yeah, and I used the Herons more in this run than pretty much any run I've ever done before. They were all pretty clutch. There was one map where I had Leanne and Rayson, and I did cheese it a little bit, going back and forth for 3 or 4 turns, and that was the map I was actually talking about, the burning supplies map behind enemy lines. They had so many siege tomes, and I don't know, I feel a little scummy for it, but it is what it is. I did have some resets earlier in the run. I had to reset map 2 at the very beginning with Micaiah, because my units were a like 10 defense, no skill, axe, like mounted axe Micaiah, who's Stefan. A healer was my Edward. My Nolan was a Heron Raphael, and then my Leonardo was a Pegasus Knight that started off with 13 HP, 4 strength, 0 magic, 10 skill, 10 speed, 4 luck, 7 defense, and 6 res. So, oh my god, they were a one-shot capability, and I ended up having to run that map like 7 or 8 times because I had to Olivigrass the Heron that I came with, and I had to use him to tank because they had 9 defense pre-shift, and I had to shift them to get 18 defense, and so that everybody would focus them. But you had to make it through that second map with nobody on your team dying, and you have to beat the enemy and escape, or arrive. I think it might be called escape, actually, in like 10 turns. So with only 2 actual damage dealers, effectively, being the Pegasus Knight and Makai, not even effectively, just actually 2 damage dealers, it was rough. I'm trying to think of the other maps that I reset on. I did have to reset on the river crossing for Dawn Brigade once. I did have to reset there, just because I couldn't see shit, and my whole team was getting blitzkrieged. Shout out to the one yellow unit that helped me so much on that map. once after I died the first time, realized there was a Siege Tome user in the Fog of War, and it targeted a lot of my units and killed them in back-to-back-to-back turns. So round 1, I Heroned my... I don't even remember who it was. I should go and give them thanks for their service. Who were you? My Meg, who turned into Khalil Dragon Knight, was pretty horrible. And I flew them into the mage to give them vision, and then one of my yellow Dragon Lords, my tier 2 unit, who I think is normally your sniper on that map, went and killed that Siege Tome user so that I could actually play that fucking map. And there were still 1 or 2 more Siege Tome users later, but getting that one killed right from the jump was the only reason that run could continue, so shout out that yellow unit homie. Oh my god, the credits are done. It happened. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. That has been this run. I'm sure half of this video, if not more, is just me yapping and these end credits. Hey, I love this game. I don't think I'll post much, because really I was just doing this for my friend Don. His link is in the description. Go check him out if you want to. He does this content, except it's for the whole series, and better, and with more actual challenge to it. So I would recommend, if you like this, to go over there and watch some of his stuff. And, yeah. Let's hope this game series gets a remake. I think a lot of Fire Emblem fans would be all about it. Alright. Thanks for watching. I forgot about the records at the very end, so here's the records. 6 turns, 16 turns, 54 minutes. Turns. I'm trying to remember which maps these are. Prologue was very fast. Intrigues. Alincia's Gambit was so fast. 33 minutes, 5 turns. Was so nice with Dragon King. Rivals Collide. I'm trying to remember which map these are. Marauders is the one in the sky. That was kind of interesting. Blood Contract. Blood Contract is the one where you have to face Ike as defending units, and I just rushed Ike with a 10 movement Nialuchi Marshal with Pass. And then, yeah, honestly, my end game was so much easier than my early game. My early game was much harder. My Alincia chapters were not that hard with Alincia. My Joffrey chapter, my Lucia Arise chapter was rough. That is the other one I did have to reset on, was Lucia Arise. Here we can see some of the people that fell. Yeah, that Reese was so bad. That Meg never even hit anybody. Liar with 2 wins is actually surprising. Ignore. And that's why we save. There's that Nephany. There's that horrible Ranulf. So bad. Tanith is pretty bad. Braum was okay. Tormod was decent in the maps he was in. Har was okay. That Hawk Gatry looks so funny. When he transforms, it's just Gatry's head on his wings. Naysala was clutch. Heather was pretty clutch early. Boyd was good at the end. Kai's was good in the end. Ike was a dog in the end. 29 kills just in the end. My Ike with 37. Wow, Aaron had the most. I'm actually surprised. Didn't make the tower, but like I said earlier... Or sorry, not the most. 4th most, because it's top 3 now, right? Because surely it's going to... Yeah, there's no way that it's not more at first. Wow, Sephiroth. Okay. 80 victories. Like I said, helped me a lot. Just not quite good enough to make the tower. So this is my Micaiah. Makes sense that she's here. Hit like a truck, but was very brittle. This is my Neolucci, who is... Oh my god, that picture is so terrifying. I actually never zoomed in all the way. Who is my Volug. This is going to be Queen Alencia. Not on a lot of maps, so the fact that she has this many wins is kind of hilarious. And then this has me Morum. Like, give me like 190? 151. Okay. Wait. Do they not show it because he died? Or did I just miss it? That sucks. There's no way he wasn't the most, I don't think. Or maybe I'm an idiot and I just missed it. Having the most also does make quite a bit of sense. God, that picture is terrifying, though. Alright, now goodbye for real. I'll try to splice those two together. Maybe it'll be two separate videos. I don't know. I'm bad at recording. Have a good one.